Ayo people, today is the day that part of my subscribers will hate me more than they did in my redesigning video. But the reason why is that today I will transform cool Pokemon designs like Garchomp into Goofy. Let's see how it does in this episode. Okay, finally it's done. What is done? When you creation the Goofinator. Dramatic. What it does, it will make all cool Pokemon into Goofy. So every Pokemon will be a goofball, like Clodsire. I'm tired of those stylish Pokemon that only normies like. They have no personality. Everything started when I was a child. I wanted to use Shroomish in a online battle. But unfortunately, I got destroyed. Too weak, too goofy. Then I decided to make everyone goofy, so let's see what they will say. I didn't understand anything, Calcin, but wait. This is better. I will show how it works. Pay attention. First, I choose the popular normies Pokemon, see? Lucario, a classic R34 entity. Okay, then I choose its characteristics. Like, for this one, I want to be way different than the regular fighting mon. My idea is to be inspired by Big the Cat. But this chunky purple cat that I knew from Sonic Heroes in my childhood. And a little bit of Totoro personality. And by the way, I decided to go in a Gen 1 style, like Sugimori art or this video. Because, let's be honest, Gen 1 mons are very weird. In original Sugimori art, made it even weirder. I'm still learning, so I will know your feedback if you like this style. So, basically, I transform Lucario into a chunky ball. But, if enough, I aerodynamic, be a good fighter. Maybe Deviantart will dig it. But here is the final result. My Goofy Lucario. It may be not the cool furry that everyone likes, but at least he has a good personality. You know that Lucario can make an aura bone Nyanini, right? So, look at these doodles I made. My Lucario Goofinator can make an aura umbrella, mostly because Big had one, just like Toro in that famous scene. And this one is very protective to Riolu and will be with its baby all along. He might look grumpy, but it's big-hearted. Anyway, what do you think of this design? I think he looks like a good guy. Me liked it. Thanks, but I was talking to the audience. Who? Why are we staring at a blank point? Is there an invisible camera over here? Whatever. The next one was a suggestion from channel member, by the way. Thanks to the Gold Goblin Girl for being a legendary member. And a big special thanks for the mythical members Jack Gilmore, Toy Bunny, Frau, Bruh, and Christopher Taquino. And a special thanks to all the members so far. Okay, but now it's time to make a Goofy Dragapult, as requested. Everyone likes Dragapult, including myself. So, what if it were an actual catapult? I mean, this time, it didn't go to a sillier vibe. It's more like the goofiness of the concept itself. I mean, it's a very obvious idea, but a dragon shaped as a catapult instead of a jet is very goofy. Even with some segments in the tail that moves when it throws. It is even more similar to the original animal inspiration, Diplodocus, which is goofy too. But well, here is our silly Dragapult. As I said, I didn't change so much, it's more like the concept itself that looks weird. I imagine controlled VP, charging the tail down and then throwing like a real catapult. Unfortunately, I didn't think anything better for it. But I guess it's fair. Well, another one is a suggestion from a member, but it's a concession I made actually. They asked for a Goofy Walrein, and we all know that Walrein isn't exactly a cool design. Yeah, it's more like a shed. Okay, seriously, I decided to make it way goofier. What if Walrein were actually Danny DeVito? Seriously, I'm not kidding. Check it out. I made it part bow like Danny DeVito, with a silly faced expression like he uses to make. Also, you'll see my Walrein is now much chunkier. like real-life sea lions, just to do the round boys. The style keeps the same as the others, with brighter colors. Howie, he's so chubby, Faye. He looks like your mom. Hey, mom jokes, Ollie, but I don't care. My mom is perfect. Well, here is Walrein DeVito. I may be mocking around, but comparing them, siblings. I love the DeVito, by the way. It's just our real-life Skeletor. But anyway, the design is just a goofball, literally, and can be even rounder, like in this doodle I made. Look how proud Phil is of his father. And now, it can also swim better, since it drinks water to inflate itself, and since it's inflated, the water bubbles make it faster, helps to float to the surface, and looks bigger to intimidate predators. Also, don't you think it's looking menacing now? Kinda interesting. Do you like it? Well, it's time to make the one that was my very first idea when you guys chose this topic in the community posts. Garchomp. You are gonna hate me, but I think Mega Garchomp is way better design-wise than regular Chomp. Look at his jawline. Actually, I think Garchomp is mid. Not that cool that everyone finds, but I know it's super popular, and even one person asking for it in my server, so I couldn't resist. My idea is to make inspired by a real-life Hammershar. Look at these eyes. It's silly, so distant to each other. No Garchomp that starts, so I will make it its actual eyes. Wait for it. But also, I want to be inspired by Beta Garchomp, because honestly, it is very silly. It even have moves. So, of course, I went for it. And as you can see, it is trying its best to look intimidating, but its eyes are just too goofy to make anything. It's slightly more compact, maybe smaller than official Chomp, but I appreciate its try. Then, here is my goofy Chomp. I know the original is way better, especially for Chomp fans, but honestly, could be worse. So, you all know how weird the Garchomp looks when it flies, right? Like, how the hell this thing flies? It's so weird. Why not to make it even weirder? T-pose flying. Yep. And as you can imagine, the vision is not that good, and its eyes are in parallel lines, so it can't see frontally, like in this doodle. Like Garchomp, it is also not so stylish when you look in the front. You can even see its eyes. The hair is almost like Phineas. Lol. For some reason, you can expect that this vision is not so skillful at flying, like the original Chomp, and you can expect also a lot of accidents. But it can be a good predator. It buries itself in the sand and waits for its prey, like scorpions, sand snakes, and some fishes. Also, a fun thing that I found that the blue part of its design, if this blue part stretches when it wants to eat, like a snake. I think more than goofiness, this can be useful in nature, so like it. Next will be another one that will make people want my head, Greninja. Okay, I think Greninja is cool, especially the shiny, our original, but there is something else that intrigues me. Froakie have bubbles, Frogadier has bubbles. Why Greninja don't have bubbles? What happened to its bubbles? How many times they say bubbles? Actually, and I decided to fix in the most goofy way possible. Actually, I decided to go this way, make a bloated frog. You know, when it grows, it bloats, like a balloon. So I went for it. Honestly, I think my design was poorly made, but I let it pass because some genuine designs have very bizarre designs. Very bizarre. So even hating my work, I didn't remake it. It's literally a bloated Greninja with bubbles instead of tongue, and you will see that the design will be way better than it looks right now. And da-da-da-dun, my goofy ninja. Yeah, underwhelming, I know. The painting is still not cool as I imagined and the design is crooked, but I have some cool concepts to show you. This design has more potential than it looks at first glance. Okay, this is the base form of my Greninja. I didn't make the official design because, you know, it's not goofy. It basically has a blue part on the chest that inflates with crows. The bubbles, of course. This floating bulb is super useful because it can choose how much it inflates. It can, for example, glide in the air and slow down the fall to be very agile. Also, know that it can use the bubbles as shuriken. It can be very useful when it's on air. By the way, it can go really high thanks to the bulb, almost reaching the sky. Look how surprising Raging Bolt is.
Huh?
It moves its arms like it's worth swinging to stay high. Also, the bubbles can be a reference to the clouds of the sky. Pretty cool, huh? Did the design get better for you after all of these doodles? Also, let me confess something to you. My computer is not doing well. It's actually been super hard to make any of my work. It can even support the newest version of Photoshop. This is how I feel like when I try to work on it. So, if you wanna help me to get a better computer, you can donate to the link in the pinned comment. Thank you. But anyway, the next one was suggested from a member who asked so much, and then I chose Darkrai. Why? If you don't know yet, Darkrai have a goddamn pair of long legs. Fabulous, but it could get harder. What if Darkrai were inspired by weird dresses like Balenciaga and Queens at all? Well, I think it could be fabulous like that. Long legs and arms, like Slenderman, or better saying, I like Manderman. And some exaggerated dress and a sassy pose as the chef kiss. Well, those were major changes at all, but it will be even goofier. Wait for it. So here is my new Darkrai. Goofy, isn't it? You could even imagine this being in your nightmares. Or maybe you do, in the right place. But check how it looks without legs, more similar to the original one. Not so goofy, I assume. But what about the mighty unnamed girl Darkrai? Or better saying, Darkrai. Maybe you can have a JoJo pose Darkrai. Yeah, I told you these slayy vibes are strong on it. What do you think? And this is just the beginning. I will goof the normie's favorite, all of them. No one could stop me now. Huh? A dragon platypus? Barry the dragon platypus. If you don't know, who is this? This is a Pokémon that I made in the video designing new dragons that actually don't look like dragons. Take a look, its evolution will surprise you. Really?